What's going on YouTube? Today we got a Chap Lord Ross documentary. I might do the full thing, but I might do half because my half videos, my my YouTube statistics, whatever it's called, it shows that y'all don't watch the full videos when it shit past 20 minutes. So I might just do half, then I'll do half tomorrow, Sunday. We gonna see. But today we got the mini murders of Munna Duke. When GetBack goes wrong. Damn. Let's see what happened.
In the early morning hours of Saturday, the 10th of May 2025, another tragedy would strike in the streets of Chicago. At 1:20 a.m., a group of people were leaving a Chicago barbecue restaurant and bar when suddenly shots rang out. 3 men would be hit, with 2 of them passing away later in hospital and the third miraculously surviving. Shocking footage of injured people lying on the ground was recorded by passers-by and would later circulate on the internet and social media.
Look at, bro, Chicago niggas again, bro. Y'all niggas is weird, bro. Like, look at this, bro. They got a whole community called Chiracology, my nigga. Like, they study y'all life, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This generation is weird. Like, y'all niggas, like, I don't get it, bro. I just don't understand, bro. Chiracology, my nigga. And they posting this nigga dead on the floor. And I guarantee y'all, 90% of this community is not from the hood. I can guarantee y'all, bro. 90% of that community, bro, is obsessed with these niggas' life, bro. And it's sad, bro. And then y'all niggas, the niggas probably love being on this page, bro. Them niggas weird, bro. Like, I don't get it, bro.
Lying on the ground was recorded by passers-by and would later circulate on the internet and social media.
They were recording a nigga on the floor.
The video was captioned that stuff can get wild in Chicago, but that was none.
Y'all know black people, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all, like, bro, I guarantee y'all, I could cause some ruckus in the hood right now. All I gotta do, bro, black people so weird, bro. I seen this post on TikTok. It said most dangerous hoods, bro. I look in the comments and people arguing that they hood not like, why? Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all niggas is weird. Who is mad that they hood is safe, man? Like, I never understand. Like, why are you mad that your hood, that you can go outside and play? Your mom don't gotta, you don't gotta worry about your mom getting robbed or getting hit by a stray bullet. Like, bro, black people is the weirdest. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's not even just black. It's hood. Let me just say hood. It's not black people because it's different hood. Like, it's Spanish hoods and white hoods. It's hood people is the weirdest people. Like, bro, niggas was real. I promise y'all, bro. It said top 10 dangerous cities, and it was niggas arguing because their city wasn't on the list. Like, they wasn't arguing that they was happy about their shit. Not on. They was mad because they cities wasn't on the list. I was looking at that shit in disbelief. I'm like, ain't no way y'all mad that y'all city is safe, or even if it's not safe, it's not on the list. Niggas in the comments talking about we get wild, boy. Like, bro, why is you happy about that, man? Like, I'm glad, like, I don't know, bro. I'm glad I was raised right. Y'all need some help, bro.
As 2 days after this brazen double homicide, the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper would reveal that one of the men killed was a leader of one of the most notorious gangs in Chicago history, O-Block, a notorious faction of the larger Black Disciples street gang. The article recognized one of the people hit as Munna Duke, real name Rashawn Vance, as an associate of the infamous drill rapper and O-Block's most prominent member, King Von, whilst also mentioning how Duke himself had actually been identified as one of the head honchos of the O-Block criminal enterprise during the trial of the so-called O-Block 6, a deadly hit squad that had been convicted for racketeering and murder of the popular gangster disciple rapper SBG Duck. Munna Duke and King Von went way back, and while Von has been worshipped as O-Block's most vicious shooter, allegedly getting away with 7 murders before becoming a rapper and losing his life suddenly in 2020, when King Von was writing his lyrics, he would identify Duke as one of his most effective hitmen, giving him the menacing nickname King Kong. With Duke's name being attached to up to 4 gruesome murders in O-Block's gang war, he was not only a feared gangster, but he was also a veteran of the gang war in Chicago.
How much of these niggas is dead? I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, it's just sad the lifestyle these niggas live, bro. I know he passed away. This the dude, Jay Money. I think that's he was on this nigga funny right here. He was on the thing, bro, on an interview. I forgot which interview he was on. It's just sad, bro.
And survived over a decade of violence and outliving many of his most famous peers in his set. The hit that claimed the lives of Duke and another O-Block member called Youngin real name Darrell Givens, while injuring one other man, took place almost 20 miles away from the Parkway Gardens housing complex that O-Block controls.
Chicago,
the much more affluent North Side, which is mostly inhabited by well-off middle-class families, likely felt like a place where these two seasoned gangsters could let their guard down and enjoy a fun and relaxing night out. But just like the rapper FBG Duck had likely felt safe when he was shopping in the high-end Gold Coast shopping district right before getting brutally gunned down by six.
Same exact page talking about FBG. Like, that's all. These niggas strive off of posting niggas down and shit. That shit low-key weird, bro.
Of Duke and Gunnin. These two would also learn the hard way that when you live by the gun, there's no place in Chicago where you can hide or escape it. In many ways, it was a miracle that Duke had even made it to 2020.
I'm not saying it's the like people in that Reddit. It's not their fault, cause these niggas choose to live that life. So, I mean, it ain't really their fault. But like, damn, y'all like seeing, like, y'all thrive off of that shit. Y'all be happy about that shit.
With his life intact, but unfortunately for him, the streets never forget. And even more shocking than his brazen assassination is what happened next, as numerous gang sets that have had issues with O-Block over the years will all begin peeking out from the shadows, with some hinting at being responsible for the murder, while others affiliated with some of the most famous gangs that would have wanted to kill Duke begged for peace and called
that was blood on a chain.
Both sides not to retaliate, all while the online sleuths and Reddit detectives had been working overtime.
Look at, bro, y'all see this shit, bro? What does this mean? Front Street got put on now. Some members posted up with an old blockchain. This part really don't feel like it's any TW or 7.5 business, but we may find out soon. Bro, these niggas is like obsessed with niggas dying, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Try and solve who and what might have caused this latest tragedy to hit O-Block. The murder of Duke, one of their oldest and most
feared. Y'all don't think that's not weird though? Like, bruh. I don't know, bruh.
Has been one of the most devastating losses that O-Block has ever suffered, but it also represents the tables turning on this once fearsome Chicago gang. As for years, O-Block and their GetBack gang had orchestrated untold violence on the street of Chicago, getting one up on numerous other gangs in the area. But now, with the death of Duke, everyone is pointing the finger. So today, we're going to take a closer look at Duke's street history, the alleged murders that he was associated with, the gangs in Chicago that hated him, and the insane theories about exactly which people might have carried out this bold...
Bro, that big guy, bro, look at that. That's blood, bro. Look at him, bro. He laughing. I hope he get... I ain't lying. If he go to jail, I'ma laugh at him. I don't care. I don't care how y'all feel. I love when niggas go to jail when they be doing goofy shit, bro. Fuck this nigga, bro. I don't care how y'all feel, bro. I speak on, bro, it's right and wrong in life, my nigga. You choose to do wrong, you gonna face the consequences, bro. Goof, when he go to jail, goofy ass. He gonna be in jail. Same niggas he killed that nigga for. They ain't gonna put no money on your books. They ain't even gonna care about you.
Nation without a single care for their safety or freedom.
Where we at, man? Where we at?
It's your boy King White.
No KZP waiting.
So tell us about the Jado Jump Out Boys.
That's King Von. That nigga was on DJU.
Who all is that?
Yes. It's a lot of us.
BD, because they was trying to say y'all renegade BDs.
Once Von, like, blew up, start rapping, because they always, say my name and things like that. So they like, who is who? For the people that didn't know, like, who I was, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, 5363 Adam, it was a dark 4.
Oh, he said we gonna battle tomorrow when they free Duke. That's him. Damn, so this nigga must have
vehicle. The subject jumped out, shot at close range, got back in and fled northbound state. Male black 6 foot with dreads and a white t-shirt and jeans. 6'3", go ahead.
That's the chain right there. What the fuck? Oh, they weird. They killed this nigga and took his chain, bro. I know they gonna get caught. Y'all might as well just say goodbye. Hey, if it's money on their head to turn them in, on God. Oh, I'm off that.
Police have released surveillance
What's
picture.
that nigga Instagram? Hold on.
3 suspects they say are wanted for murder. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. He raps under the name FBG Cash.
For that block when they don't pay, I'm out paying to his pants.
Do y'all homework. It's looking like this BD on BD crime right now. Do y'all homework on BD on BD crime.
So how was it going up on Front Street? It was fun. It was 6-1, man. That's that was dollar sign, man.
What y'all heard? I ain't out here seeing talking on my ass like you do, bro. Folks done killed T-Roy and Ron killed that. No matter what the fuck y'all. It's also one of the people, bro. Like, even if y'all think he forgave him, bro, he don't forget.
Chief Keith shot him.
My daughter was.
They said that nigga found a real demon, y'all. How y'all feel about that?
He is in intensive care.
Go deep, that's my boy. You did? I'm family.
Is everybody in the area PD? Or just like y'all proud of it?
I heard y'all confronted Gorley Gang and Bloodbath at the United Center.
What they be saying on the internet? You see them in person and niggas don't be, you know?
Don't be the same.
This morning, a mass shooting on the city's south side is under investigation.
Police say 5 men were shot while they were just standing outside.
I got shot right here type shit. I got shot in O Block.
Wow, O Block's so nice, but you got shot right over
Him. That's
Even if it was 10th true, why would you even say that?
Just trying to say y'all got into it with O Block over the word Bloodbath.
Don't forget that it's not
Y'all hear that shit? These niggas IQ gotta be, bro. Ain't no way these niggas get into it over a word, bro. Bro, I know I'm not dreaming right now, bro. So y'all telling me y'all killing each other over... I ain't gonna lie, these niggas retarded.
An overnight shooting has left 2 people dead. There's another individual hurt.
The shooting happened at this place called Pork Chops. We're standing right here on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting.
28-year-old Darrell Givens was shot yesterday.
You know, it's a real war. The streets are talking, and people saying this revenge was done.
2 of the main old Blockians lost their lives last night, bro, due to gun violence in Chicago, bro.
Long live Munna Duke, though, bro.
If you want to watch my videos uncut and extended, go to patreon.com/traplawross, where you can get those for just $2. Also, you can now watch my new drops on Spotify, so go search me there. Here's the video. In order to understand the gruesome events that took place on the 10th of May, we have to discuss how O Block became not just one of the most known gang sets in modern Chicago, but also one of the most hated. Now, don't worry, if you're already a Chicago gang expert, I won't bore you with the same story that's been told a million times. For that, you can go and watch any of my old videos about the topic. But if you're not familiar at all, these are just the basics. In the beginning of the early drill era, O Block was known to mainly ally with other Black Disciple gang sets from the nearby areas. Sets like Lamron 300, best known for the rappers Lil Durk and Lil Reese, 600, made famous by rappers like L.A. Capone, Rondo Number 9, and E-Day, who have all unfortunately either passed away or got locked up. And Front Street, which is better known for the late rapper Fredo Santana, as well as his cousin, Chief Keef, who spent a lot of time at both O Block, where his mother stayed, and Front Street, where his grandmother lived. On the other hand, O Block's rivals were all predominantly gangster disciple sets from nearby areas. STL EBT, best known for the late rapper FBG Duck, as well as other members of the FBG crew like FBG Young, FBG Butter, and FBG Cash. Gyro City, which is best known for the former rapper and current peace pusher FYBJ Main, and Taekwon World, a set that hails from the same blocks as Gyro City and STL EBT, but mainly consists of younger members who grew up in the same age bracket as 13-year-old Gyro City member named Taekwon Tyler, who was killed in 2012, his friends then starting Taekwon World in his honor. As me and other YouTubers have covered, countless people would end up losing their lives in the war between O Block, its allies, and their rivals during the 2010s, with O Block losing numerous key members like O.D. Perry in 2011, his death resulting in O Block formerly known as Wick City, changing its name to O Block in his honor. Then there's J Money or J Munna, whose death in 2013 would result in O Block also going by the name O Block Munna Gang or OBMG, or Glock Boys Munna Gang, aka GBMG, while numerous other members of O Block would begin to add Munna to their names, such as Ocho Munna, Zell Munna, Buck Munna, Munna Ike, Munna Mond, Ty Munna, and of course Munna Duke himself. And the death of King Von's best friend T. Roy in 2017, who was famously gunned down inside a grocery store directly under a security camera, allegedly by 2 members of the rival gangs, the shooters being TB, aka Terry Barry from Taekwon World, and Get Right, aka Man Man from STL EBT. T. Roy's murder would cause an unprecedented wave of violence in the streets, as O Block and their allies like 600 would form a group known as the GetBack Gang, aka GBG, whose one and only mission was to avenge T. Roy's death by killing as many rivals as they possibly could, killing up to 8 people in 2017.
Oh, I did react to this. They was laying. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them niggas is wild, bro. Over that nigga T. Roy is crazy. They was laying. Damn. Long live everybody. This shit senseless, bro. These niggas fraud.
including key members from the rival gangs like FBG Duck's brother Brick and Taekwon World members Poppy and TB. However, coming into the 2020s, much of these early beefs has died down significantly, which seems natural given that the members from those early days have reached their late 20s, early 30s, and some even in their late 30s. And the older you get, the less attractive it probably feels to spend your time running around in the streets chasing down your ops. And on the other hand, with so many of the most active members sadly losing their lives in the war, there simply aren't that many people left to keep up the tit-for-tat killings. However, that doesn't mean that the war is by any means over, and people still keep on dying, with some of the more recent victims from the 2020s, including of course FBG Duck, who was famously gunned down by 6 O-Block shooters in August 2020, but also lesser known people like a younger O-Block member named Jado, real name Jabari Pittman, who was gunned down in the Oakland neighborhood in February 2020. And while Jado's killer had not been caught, online rumors would connect his death to the Taekwon World set, whose member D Money would go live on Instagram less than an hour after the murder, dissing Jado and saying how they were still sliding in traffic 5 cars deep.
Jado got his smoke, and we still spinning like 5 cars deep, no rap.
Jado's death would result in younger members from O-Block creating a clique in his honor called the Jado Jump Out Boys, or simply Jado Jump Outs.
Y'all call yourselves the Jado Jump Out Boys?
Hey, King Von, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Jado tatted on your hand.
Yeah, that's my boy.
And I know Shoopah's got a tattoo of Jado, right? His face?
Yeah, portrait of
Right.
Which is now one of several cliques within O-Block that the newer generations rep, another key group being called the TSG, or Take Some Gang.
So what TSG stand for?
Take some games. Take some games. Take your brains, take your chains, and take your life.
D-Money would allegedly strike again later that same year, when a civilian named Armand Proctor was gunned down inside O-Block in June 2020.
Police have released surveillance pictures of 3 suspects they say are wanted
They be
for
walking
murder.
through
The
O-Block?
image captures the 3 men as they were running away from 63rd and Martin Luther King Drive on June 19th. Police say they are involved in the murder of a 23-year-old man named Armand Proctor.
walking through
Proctor
O-Block,
was
what
found
the
dead on the
fuck?
sidewalk just after midnight with multiple gunshot wounds.
While D-Money would not be charged for the murder, Reddit sleuths would later point out how he had posted a video on Instagram while creeping inside O-Block that very night.
This nigga, bro, this nigga a demon, bro. What the fuck? Look, the same page, bro. These niggas obsessed with these niggas, bro. Walk down O-Block. Oh, he killed the innocent, his man.
Meanwhile, the Chicago police would publish footage from a security camera from the night of the murder, showing 3 masked men walking inside O-Block, these allegedly being D-Money and his friends.
Damn, niggas walking through O-Block, they crazy, bro. Projects.
If that wasn't proof enough, when someone would post D-Money's video online again,
No,
D-Money
ain't no chill, nigga. Don't delete that shit, bro. Hell no. I say fuck you, nigga.
attack the
You gotta
person,
pay the consequences of your actions, bro.
asking him to remove the video because it was going to get him locked up, while the person would essentially blackmail D-Money by asking for money in exchange for removing the video. And after D-Money would pay, the person would then swear on his dead grandmother that he wasn't going to post the video again, only to post their entire conversation online afterwards.
Oh, and everything. Fuck, bro. So what, nigga? So, nigga? You should never recorded that shit, bro. You grown-ass man, bro.
Then, about a year
Tell me
later in May
delete no shit, nigga,
2021,
you posted
D-Money
it
would meet
first.
his end as he was
I
fatally
hope
shot.
you know after you post something, it never get deleted anyway, so it don't really matter. Oh, he died? Oh.
Drive-by while walking his dog in the Woodlawn neighborhood not far from O-Block. After his death, members of Taekwon World would diss O-Block in unison in a picture taken at his
Oh,
memorial.
they got a rat right here, bro. Damn, RP, bro. Damn, bro. I mean, you die, you live by the gun, you die by that. So, it is what it is. Shit, niggas die every day, but damn, bro.
With everyone dropping the O-Block hand sign as a sign of disrespect, while also posting pictures together with the caption F O-Block, clearly implying that they thought that O-Block had something to do with his death. Members from O-Block would also participate in the dissing of D-Money and hint at their involvement, like a member from the new generation called Lil Mike, who would wish D-Money a happy birthday on social media a common tactic used to troll their enemies, while another younger member named Munna would post a picture of him and another guy lighting a blunt together with a caption saying "flame him" and 3 dog emojis, another obvious diss towards D-Money. Then, about a year later, in June 2022, the O-Block side would allegedly get another major notch on their belt after the rapper FBG Cash, real name Tristan Hamilton, was brutally gunned down in the Auburn-Gresham neighborhood.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn-Gresham neighborhood.
When another car would cut him off in traffic, and 2 gunmen appeared from the car, opening fire, discharging nearly 24 rounds and leaving Cash dead by a tree, whilst also seriously injuring a girl that was with him.
A 29-year-old woman.
Sad reality, bro. It's sad right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
With him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter.
As I've discussed in depth in my video about Lil Durk and his several murder-for-hire allegations, Cash's murder has also been connected with Lil Durk, who would troll Cash mercilessly after his death, while also implying that he and his goons had something to do with it.
Hey, you ain't had your gun for them, you better have your gun for me. Better have your gun for Munna. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me?
Cash though, but I listen to good music, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was a rapper, I would have fake beef. I'm gonna keep it real. I would have told somebody we could fake beef, nigga. I ain't beefing with you, nigga. I need some money, nigga. I need to take care of my kids. These niggas don't care though. They got low, like, no offense, it's just real, bro. These niggas like, they not emotionally intelligent. They like females in a way, bro. They don't care about nothing but they self. They really don't even care about they self doing this goofy shit. Bro.
See, you gonna end up by that tree.
Now he in jail. Look at him. Now he in jail now, bro.
Know that we did it.
They facing the consequences in jail right now.
They call him Chief.
Some of these goons have been rumored to have been from O-Block, including guys like Buck Munna, who would diss Cash numerous times in his songs.
He did it, gone, that's what he get, but he can't take another pick. He got hit, he took a shit, word around it was a neck. Off for that block when they don't pay, I'm out pay, I take his face. And I ain't missed, cause I know they mad, that old ass man up in the bag. Those switches came, made a crash, I don't smoke Tuka, I smoke cash. I'm just glad that's the weed, that they saw that shit on G.
While also making fun of him by acting out his final moments. Even allegedly showing a photo of Cash's dead body during a video posted on social media. However, besides these old rivalries, O-Block has also made some new enemies, and even fallen out with old allies. Most famously, the formerly very strong alliance between O-Block and Front Street has gone through some extremely...
See how goofy the streets is? These niggas falling out with niggas they grew up with, bro.
times. The beginning of this beef goes arguably years back to the mid-2010s, when Chief Keef would have a falling out with Lil Durk and his old friends from O-Block, after Keef would allegedly fail to provide bail money to their incarcerated member, Trey 5, despite promising the money during conversations, with the O-Block members choosing to spend the money instead on stuff like a $10,000 four-wheeler. This would allegedly lead to O-Block's members going to Keef's manager's mansion, located in the rich suburbs in the outskirts of Chicago, which would lead to a shootout that left one person injured and in the hospital. As mentioned, Keef has family ties to both O-Block and Front Street, but his ties to Front Street are arguably much stronger, with two of his very close cousins, the late rappers...
These niggas not your friends, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Fuck them niggas, bro. If a nigga let you risk your career, bro, fuck them niggas. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Your real friend ain't gonna allow you to do no goofy shit. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm a real friend. If I fuck with you, I'm gonna tell you, bro, fuck the streets, bro. If you trying to get in the streets, fuck the streets, bro. It's more to life than that. A real friend is that you get in that shit, knowing you gonna die or go to jail. Niggas ain't your friends if they in the streets with you. I'm telling y'all, bro. And most of these niggas is rats, bro. I'm telling y'all. Bro.
Santana and Blood Money.
This shit illusion, bro. They make it seem good on the internet, but in real life, the streets is full of rats, bro, and goofies. I'm gonna keep it real. Don't got no credit score. Most of these niggas don't got no job. I'm telling y'all, bro, this shit is goofy, bro. I don't know how niggas still fall victim to the streets, bro. These niggas got decades of what the streets get you, and these niggas still want to do that shit, bro. One thing about me, I learned when I was watching Juice, when I watched Boys in the Hood growing up, when I watched all them hood movies, Menace, when I watched all that, instead of me being infatuated by that shit and that shit influencing me, that shit showed me like the streets is goofy. I ain't gonna. It's two types of kids. There's niggas like me who watch that shit and learn from it. There's niggas like other niggas who watch that shit and got infatuated with it and actually got influenced by that shit, bro. I ain't gonna. These niggas is slow, bro. They ain't get the right message, bro. They got influenced by the streets, bro. Instead of
Big Glow, both being highly respected members of Front Street. And this is where things begin to truly go left. Because while Fredo would eventually die in 2018 due to health problems allegedly resulting from his excessive drug consumption, Blood Money would be gunned down in Chicago in April 2014, only a few weeks after the shooting at Keith's manager's house. Both deaths would hit Front Street hard, and after Blood Money's death, they would honor him by beginning to call their set Blood Gang, while Fredo's death would lead to some Front Street members to even separate and start a new set known as Savage Squad, named after the music label that Fredo had founded called the SSR, or Savage Squad Records. However, O-Block would actually begin to diss Blood Money after his death, due to their beef with Keith and the O-Block OG Boss Top allegedly saying F Blood Money after the incident in a now-deleted tweet, while Keith would respond by saying that he would say FOD to diss O-Block, but OD Perry was his real friend, so he can't do that.
Boy, say go deep, but that's my boy.
Damn.
I'm from there. You know? But O-Block. Okay.
Things would only go downhill from here, and already during the summer of 2014, O-Block members would allegedly hold people at Keith's mansion at gunpoint while Keith himself was at court, before leaving with a bunch of Keith's expensive items like his chains and watches, with Keith himself hopping on social media to accuse Boss Top, aka Tyree Davis, of the robbery, while Boss Top would openly flaunt the items on social media. Eventually, rumours would begin to spread online that O-Block might have had something to do with Blood Money's murder, with former O-Block member Jay Hood even later claiming that it was King Von and T-Roy who were behind the hit.
That's straight back though. You don't gotta believe it. You can hear whatever. Oh, these people saw this. I don't know what y'all heard. I ain't out here seeing talking on my ass like these dudes, bro. Folks them killed T-Roy and Ron killed.
However, besides Blood Money, there would seemingly be no other casualties in this beef for years to come, and for a long time, this beef appeared to simmer in the background, perhaps due to the respect that many of the older members still had towards each other, but in recent years, both sides have become increasingly open in dissing each other, like Front Street member Mari posting in 2023, asking how does O-Block supposedly run the King Drive, this being the main street that goes past both of their territories.
None of y'all niggas run that shit. The cops come through, y'all niggas gonna run, bruh. The fuck? None of them niggas run this shit, bruh. The cops come through, gonna run, nigga.
When they have the same enemies, but nobody from the enemy side ever dies, as well as saying the last person who dissed Blood Money had almost died, and saying F that one guy who tried to fight, an obvious reference to King Von, who was shot down by Quando Rondo's friend Lil Tim after trying to fight Quando in November 2020. Front Street are also openly dissing O-Block by dropping their hand sign, just like Taekwon World, who also remain the main rivals of Front.
Fredo Santana and Chief Keith Hood beefing. King, damn, that's crazy. The street's goofy, bro.
O-Block has also returned the favor.
Bro, y'all see the common denominator and all this shit, bro? Or is it just me? Reddit, them niggas is obsessed with these niggas, bro.
Younger members like Woney dissing Front Street directly by name on Twitter, while other young members would diss Blood Money while on Instagram Live, as well as saying that Front Street had gone extinct.
Ain't no Front Street. I'm saying like that we be sipping on blood while we on the front line.
These kind of fallouts between old friends point to the ever more fracturing state of the Chicago gangscape, with gangs becoming increasingly small and splintered due to the lack of any organized leadership. And nothing is a better example of that than the fact
y'all
that
need to send the feds all through Chicago. Get all these niggas off the streets, bro. Make the streets safe for the young niggas, bro. Not the young YN, I'm talking about the young babies, like the young people, bro. Fuck all this shit, bro.
even been conflicts within O-Block in recent years, particularly between the old and new generations. The most infamous example being when one member of the new generation, Munna would allegedly shoot a member from the older generation called A-Roy after losing a fight with him in December 2021. This whole incident taking place inside O-Block and being caught on a phone camera filmed from one of the buildings. After this incident, Munna would shockingly not be arrested, despite the video going viral online, but he was seemingly banned from coming back to O-Block for some time.
Don't ask me about no you don't see me with, or I don't mention none of it. I don't know what's to them. I don't know them. I don't, it's going like that. It's that simple. No, not to come around. Don't like me because I'm too slimy. I'm for them to get too slimy. So don't tell me about no you don't see me with, or I don't hang with, because I don't know what happened to them.
However, this ban wouldn't ultimately last, as the old generation would seemingly decide to take the side of Munna in the end.
Damn.
Come on, man, stop playing on phone bread.
Frustrating the brother of A-Roy, who felt betrayed by his own generation. However, Munna's luck wouldn't ultimately last. In May 2025, he would finally be charged with A-Roy's murder, whilst already being...
Damn, that's this month. Damn, this shit new.
...up for another case. Lastly, there are also completely new enemies that O-Block has been making in recent years, one of these being a set called Ghoulie Gang, also known as Bloodbath, or 130. This name coming from the location of their hood at 130th Street in the far south side, particularly in the Old Geld Gardens, public housing project and the surrounding areas. This gang is undoubtedly best known for the young rapper Chucky, who is in fact signed to Lil Durk's OTF label, which make his gang's beef with O-Block just that much more complicated. Allegedly, these two gangs had a cordial relationship until about July 2022, when there would be a mass shooting in O-Block, where several O-Block members, including Boss Top, would end up getting shot, with Boss Top later getting asked about the incident by Adam22, but he would have very few words to describe what happened.
What happened? You're just walking around, like, we're talking about how O-Block's so nice, but you got shot right over there, right?
I mean, I just know I was on my Instagram, I was finna go live, and I just felt something.
You were about to go live?
Yeah, and I just felt something.
Out on the street? Not in the actual complex?
I just felt something, Adam, that's it.
Pictures from the scene reported by the newspapers would show people getting carried away on stretchers, with interestingly, the man in the picture being a rapper known as Action Savage from Ghoulie Gang, who would post sometime later how this had been his third time getting shot in less than a month. Action Savage had long been affiliated with O-Block, these ties going all the way back to the beginning of the drill movement, as he would later explain to DJ U.
Like, it's a video on YouTube with Boss Top and Dirt. Boss Top and Dirt video, that 30 Choppers video, like, you can look it up, like, you gonna see me right there in the thumbnail of the video. This was like, I don't even know, yeah, this was like 2013 or something like that. Like, this is a minute ago, but...
Yeah. But for a while, things appeared to be calm. In December 2022, Boss Top would be arrested on gun charges, and he would end up getting locked up for about 2 years. While in July 2023, Action Savage would still actually release a song and a music video together with the O-Block rapper E-Dog. But then, as Chucky begun getting increasingly popular, problems began to appear, as Chucky would rep heavily the Bloodbath moniker for his set, which according to members from O-Block originally came from them, as the O-Block rapper Shoebox Baby would later explain to 16 Shot.
It's a term that was used in our neighborhood. Like, you know, like, that's what we call each other. But when the guys, like, got that from, like, I think off a movie or something, I ain't tweaking. When the guys got that off a movie or something.
The old movie, right?
Yeah. And we was just calling each other, and around that time, they was around us. So, you know, it's like, are you around somebody, like, y'all pick up lingos like that, you know?
Yeah. But then, in 2024...
That is true, bro. I went to down south, bro. My mom said I came back. I went to Alabama, because my dad, family from there. For a whole summer, I came back. They said I was talking like I was from down there. So that is true, but damn. Y'all niggas killing each other over a word, my nigga. Like, out of everything on the earth, bro. Y'all niggas is killing each other over a word, bro.
These two sets would suddenly begin to go back and forth on social media, with one member of the Ghoulie Gang posting a picture of Munna calling him an imposter while saying that Ghoulie Gang are the real Bloodbath, to which Mond would reply by saying who the F is the Bloodbath member who was dissing him, and saying why is he acting like he can't die. This beefing would continue as O-Block members would see Chucky repping the Bloodbath moniker while shooting a music video with Lil Durk and YTB Fat, with O-Block members hitting back and calling Chucky and his Ghoulie Gang friends swaggerjackers and actors, while the Ghoulie Gang would call O-Block members.
Is this real? Like, these niggas is really into it over a word, bro? Like, bro, it gotta get to a point, bro, where, like, the feds or somebody gotta come sweep them streets, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm for the youth. I don't care about these niggas my age. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. Like, they life already over with, bro. Go ahead and make sure the youngins able to live a good life, bro. Cause this life ain't it, bro. Like, on some real shit, bro. Like, shout out to these niggas. I'm glad. Shout out my nigga Chuck. Like, I gotta listen to him. Chucky, he hard. Like, I ain't going to not good music, but the lifestyle goofy, though. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. Like, I ain't got nothing against these niggas personally, but the lifestyle they choose to live is just goofy. And most of these niggas had a choice. I promise y'all, I'm from the hood. Niggas have a choice, bro. They gonna tell you they ain't had no choice. It's probably like 10% of them really didn't have a choice, but most of them had a choice, bro, and they chose to do this, bro. And now they facing the consequences. Some of them turned to a rat. So they hitting each other girls. I'm telling you, these niggas not loyal how y'all think they is. I'm telling y'all, bro. This shit just weird, bro. I wish they would have chose better. Like King Von, he hard at rapping. I wish he would have just stayed out of that shit, but niggas never learn. They listen.
Particularly aiming their words towards the new generation of O-Block, likely due to Lil Durk still being very close with the older generation. But then, things would get even more complicated, as Action Savage would drop a song and music video called Computers, using the classic beat from the 2014 song of Rowdy Rebel and Bobby Shmurda, later used by one of O Block's biggest rivals, FBG Wooski, to diss them. And he would use this beat to rap a line saying how Boss Top had fronted his move, so he had taken his gun and clapped him back. This line seemingly referring to the night when they had both gotten shot in O Block, as Action Savage would then confirm during his DJU interview.
Mention Boss Top, right?
I'm gonna end it at half. It's 23, 46, 23. That's half of 46. I'm probably gonna finish this last segment then end it, cause y'all don't watch to the end anyway, bro. I be looking at my analytics, bro. Y'all niggas don't watch the full video, bro.
Everybody want to know about the line you dissed him in your Computers remix. Boss Top fronted his. I took his pipe and clapped him.
So you took his gun and
Yo,
shot
Computers
him,
remix that's out on YouTube now, dropped 5 months ago.
Yeah, man. Boss Top dork game, like I don't really like. We out the pipe, we had that pointed at me type. I'm looking at the pipe type. He just looking at me though type. Like I ain't got no jewelry on. None of that shit. Like, cause it be rumors talking about he tried to rob me or he took it from me. Like, ain't nobody ever took it from me. Like, I ain't ever got robbed before. Point that picture at me, so I'm looking at that. She just talking though. He just, So I'm just looking at that. I look up, shots got fired, and then, but not from me though. I'm just right there. He got the pipe in my face, and when the shots get let off, he just looking all crazy. I just like, he ain't on shit. He ain't. I grab it like this. He get to trying to move. Now he trying to force, like, put that in my face. I'm moving that back and forth type. And I grab the bottom of that. She trying to run. I snatch that. I'll snatch it. So now as I snatch it, he pop the clip out that. I smack his ass. He try to take off. I point that. It ain't nothing in the clip though. He ain't even have one up top. Man, I took the pipe, but I threw that. I ain't even keep the pipe. Bro. I got shot like right after that type. Shot me in my leg and shit, like, and took off running type. Then I tried to get to the car, I look up.
The song would prompt the two sides to go back and forth once again, with one O Block member posting the picture of Action Savage getting put on the ambulance after the incident, while a Ghoulie Gang member would respond by saying how O Block are goofies and nobody from their side should have made it out alive if O Block are really who they say they are. Meanwhile, Boss Top would deny even knowing Action Savage when asked about the matter during his No Jump interview.
This is the clout they want, I guess, to get the views. But if he making music and he got stories like that, I think he needs to write urban novels. And he needs to just write books. He'll be a good author.
Now that we know more about O Block's modern-day allies and rivals, let's take a closer look at the two victims of the recent double murder, focusing particularly on Munna Duke, because while Young'un was somebody who was more focused on hustling and staying off the radar of his ops, Munna Duke would allegedly end up doing many things during his life that would ultimately make his rivals hate him enough to follow him all across the city just to take his life.
Alright, that's half of the video. Long live Munna Duke, long live Savage, whatever his name was. Long live all these niggas, bro. It's sad reality. That's the life they chose, so they had to pay the consequences. But I'm not with that, bro. I wish they could have lived. I'm pretty sure they had talent. Football, basketball, scientists, detectives. You know what I'm saying? But the streets got the best of them, bro. It's sad, but hopefully the next generation wake up and do better. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Long live everybody. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do part 2 tonight or tomorrow.